Why is it that most new Shopify store owners don't ever make any sales? What is the issue? What's holding them back? Hey, I'm Devin Zander. I am an 8-figure Shopify seller, and today we will review the 3 reasons why most Shopify store owners fail to make sales, why they fail to get rich, whatever. Let's have some kratom. Let's get into it. So good. The number 1 reason most Shopify store owners fail to make any money is because they think only of enriching themselves. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I've been coaching people for 10 years.
I am the best guy out there.
And here's most people's thought process when they're doing product research, for instance. They say, I wonder which of these products can make me rich. Oh, which obviously, that's everyone's goal. They want to make a bunch of money. It makes sense. Of course you're thinking that, but the right question to ask is, I wonder which of these products my customers would like most. It's a bit counterintuitive, but when you're thinking only of enriching yourself, right? When that is your number 1 priority, then you start to see everything through that lens. You need to have that sort of empathy. You need to see products. You need to think of your ads. You need to think of your store through the eyes of your customer and creating a good experience for them and finding products and serving them products that they will like and that they will enjoy. But the big thing people do is they go on AliExpress or they go on these print-on-demand websites and they're like, ooh, dude, they're like Googling around like, oh yeah, this is nice. Oh, this one's gonna get me super rich. Oh my God, look at the virality. Don't say like, oh my God, I'm gonna get so rich. Say, why do people like this? Why does this product sell so well? Reverse engineer it, and that way, you'll figure out why people buy. And when you understand why people buy, then you can find more products like that one, okay? So if you're looking at like some kitchen gizmo drop shipping item, right, that peels apples super well, and instead of saying like, oh my God, this is gonna get me rich, yes,
the apple peeler 5000
is great. Ask, okay, why do people love this apple peeler so much? Okay, so it's clear people love to make food or whatever, right? And they love how convenient this is. They love how small it is. They love how easy it is to use. They love how much time it saves them. And then what do? Okay, then you sell that product, right? And you can use those unique selling points. You use those selling points in your product description, in your ads, all that stuff. That's how you attract people. But then you go a step further because you're not gonna get rich off one product. You could, okay? I'm not gonna lie, you could. But it's a lot easier if you have multiple products. So what do? We then look for another product that has all the same benefits, right? So we are like, oh, here's another kitchen item. It's something that like, okay, let's say it's like a slap chop.
You're gonna be in a great mood all day because you're gonna be slapping your troubles away with a slap chop.
And it also is small, and it also is useful in the kitchen, and it also saves a bunch of time, and it's also these same levels of convenient. And then something interesting happens. You can start running that product as a lead product. You can start advertising it. You already know how to sell it because you've been selling another product similar to that one. And then you can use these items as cross-sells or upsells for one another. So for when you're selling the slap chop, the little thing that cuts up all the items,
it's so easy, one finger. Kids can do it.
Right? You upsell them the peeler. And then when you sell people the peeler, you upsell them the slap chop. And it's all because you didn't get obsessed with how to get yourself rich. You got obsessed with what the customer wants, what the customer finds valuable. And then finding products became quite a bit easier, and finding ways to sell the products and finding ways to write ads became quite a bit easier. So the number 1 reason people fail is because they only care about themselves. They're not looking at it through the customer's eyes, the lens of the customer. They say, how can I get rich instead of how can I find or make products that my customers love? How can I market that products to them in a way that excites them? Because when people think about marketing, they're like, well, how can I market this to get the most sales, right? Instead of saying like, how can I convey this product in a way that customers will love it and want it the most? And I see that a lot. And it's okay. It's a very normal, it's like human nature to make that mistake because of course we want to get rich. That's why we're doing this. But the way you get rich isn't by wanting to get rich. It's by creating good stuff or selling good products that customers like. All right, now let's sip crime to that because that's the rule of life. That's the number 1 rule of business, baby. Yeah. Yum, right? Nibbler approved. Nibbler sits on the mic. So,
Devin, hey, it's me, Nibbler. Can I share with everybody the number?
I know Nibbler has a really deep voice. I'm just gonna put that out there. But this Nibbler is special because he's a little special, slow.
Anyways, can I share with everyone or the second reason that people don't make sales?
Oh, why, yes, Nibbler, I would love that.
Well, they try to sell a bunch of bullshit and they sell too much quantity but not enough quality.
Nibbler, geez, that is so correct. Yes, people focus too much on quantity and not enough on quality. quantity, believe it or not. And yes, this is a bit of a spray and pray approach that people have. But here's the thing, guys. Most products are winners. If you see something selling well on AliExpress, or if you have a print-on-demand product that you see selling well elsewhere, it's probably a winner. Most of these products are winners. It's like not rocket science. People think it is, but it's not. The issue though is that people try to do too much almost. And this is gonna sound a little counterintuitive because I want you to do as I say, not as I do in this instance. Because I've shared with you our store on previous videos, and it's got thousands of products on it, right? But here's the thing, is those products were accumulated over years. And we've got a team to manage all that. You're a solopreneur. You need to stop focusing on having hundreds of products, and you need to focus on having a few really good ones. Because what most people do is I've seen this question a million times. Do I have enough products to start selling? I only have 100 products on my store. Is that enough to start selling? It's like, bitch, listen up. All you need is one. You just need one good product to get started, right? So there's multiple reasons why it's a bad thing to have quantity over quality. Number one, if you're going the quantity route, then it takes people forever to get started because they're like, oh, I need 100 products before I can get started. I'm gonna spend another day on Alibaba, baby, looking for new products to sell, instead of just launching. And it's procrastination if you think about it, right? They're too busy researching to sell. You can't make money unless you sell, baby. You got to put yourself out there. You got to go work that corner. You know what I'm saying? That's a prostitution joke. Ha ha ha. I'm so funny. But the best thing you can do when you're getting started is just, and this aligns with the first point, which is, think about what your customer wants most instead of what makes you rich. Just focus on getting the best product possible and making it very appealing, connecting with your customer's desires. You can do it with print on demand. You can do it with your dropship widgets or gadgets. And by the way, I would never recommend drop shipping. Terrible, scammy business model. At least drop shipping junk from China. But whatever, do you, dog. I ain't here to tell you how to run your life, but all I'm saying is karma's a bitch. So yeah, you don't need 1,000 products. Get 2, 3, 5 great products and start marketing them. You know what I'm saying? But there is a caveat to this too, is you also just have to be able to identify when something's not working. So it's okay to move on from a product if it's not selling. If you feel like you've invested the most amount of time and money into a product that you're really willing to, then move on, dude. I've seen so many times where people are trying to force a square peg through a round hole. What I mean by that is clearly nobody's buying this product and they're still trying to make it work. It's like, dude, nobody wants to buy your Fauci t-shirts anymore, guys. Everybody hates him now. Stop trying. That's a joke. But people get emotionally attached to products. Just let them go. Okay, that's the caveat to this. So first point is too many people put themselves first. They think, how can I enrich myself instead of how can I create products? Number 2 is people focus on quantity instead of quality. Dude, 5 good ass products will make you way more money than 10,000 bad products. How do I know? Because every single quarter we delete hundreds, sometimes thousands of products from our store. And guess what happens? Our sales go up. Less products, more money, baby. Dab on that.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh God, don't tell my grandma I did that. I'm on YouTube, guys. I got to connect with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Third, final point. Why do people fail to sell products? Why do people fail to make money? And I'll tell you why. Come on, come close. I'll tell you why. It's because they're selling their products to the wrong audience. Oh God, it's simple. But I'll give you a really good example. You see, I knew a guy, right? He was trying to sell golf clubs, okay? Smart guy, selling golf clubs. Everybody loves golf, but only people who golf buy golf clubs, right? If you've never golfed a day in your life, why would you buy golf clubs? You wouldn't, would you? But this guy, what he was trying to do was sell golf clubs to fans of Tiger Woods. Well, that makes sense. Tiger Woods is a golfer. People will buy these clubs. Wrong. Why is it wrong, ladies and gentlemen? Well, I'll tell you why. Because everybody's a fan of Tiger Woods. Am I right? Dude, my grandma probably 16 different Tiger Woods fan pages on Facebook because she likes his muscles. He's handsome. He's a good looking dude. My grandma doesn't care that he cheated on his wife. My grandma wants him for his body. So, my point being is stop going for the obvious target because the obvious target's usually wrong when it comes to defining audiences and stuff. Now, Tiger Woods is a household name. Everybody around the world loves Tiger Woods. He's one of the biggest athletes in the world. People love him for all different kinds of reasons, not just because he's a golfer. So what I'm trying to say is that if the only audience you're targeting on Facebook is Tiger Woods and you're trying to sell golf stuff, then it might be a little hard to sell it. That's like me trying to sell a Nibbler t-shirt or like a Nibbler, right? This is for people who love Futurama, but if I just target people who love cartoons, a lot of the audience isn't going to be interested in Nibbler, right? And if I try to sell golf stuff to people who like Tiger Woods is a household name, baby. People love Tiger Woods. My grandma, my wife would probably leave me for Tiger Woods because he's rich as fuck. But there's a ton of people in that audience who are not interested in golf. They don't golf. They're not going to buy your golf clubs. Just like there's a ton of people in the cartoon niche who are not interested in buying a Nibbler toy because they don't know what Futurama is, right? So if I wanted to sell this, I would have to target people who are interested in Futurama. If I wanted to sell golf stuff, I'd probably target golf magazines because guess what? Only golfers read golf magazines. These are the 3 big mistakes Shopify store owners are making that are keeping them from sales. They only think about getting themselves rich. They put quantity ahead of quality and they're selling to the wrong audiences. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Devin Zander. See you in the next video. Peace.